wants the jab tonight. It's an important weapon for him, and one of his management team said that if you're a lefty and you don't jab, you don't win. So he will use that punch. 32% of the punches Ortiz lands are to the body. Can he get inside enough to throw to the body against Wilder?
Ortiz has 7 first-round knockouts for Wilder. Half of his 38 KOs have come inside the opening 3 minutes. But again, on paper, has never faced an exam like the one Ortiz is supposed to be giving him tonight.
Well, Ortiz tried a left hand already. He's going to throw that punch a lot. It's his power punch.
You saw the athleticism of Deontay, the way he was able to slip it, step back, and he kept his balance. It's been a problem for Deontay in the past, slipping punches and keeping that positioning and balance. So far, he's been done well.
Yeah, at times the champ puts the Wild in Wilder, but he talks about his punches as being like a whip. And Ortiz putting pressure on Wilder from the southpaw stance, landing the combination. Wilder says his finishing punch is the tip of the whip. The 50 Shades of Wilder looking to produce his 40th victory tonight.
Ortiz's jab already, you can tell he's committed to that punch, and he better be. That's an important one for him tonight.
He's done a good job of being first thus far in the first round. He's keeping Wilder guessing. Wilder putting out touching shots, saw the one to the elbow. Just trying to probe what Ortiz is going to give him.
And despite the trash talking, despite the failed drug test for Luis Ortiz, these two do share a special bond. They're each fathers of daughters born with special needs. Their kids, the motivation for them to put their lives on the line and engage in the sport of prize fighting out.
Yeah, and right now is the biggest moment in both their careers. It really is. Obviously, Wilder's won the title he's defended. This is what many people believe is his biggest test. For both Wilder wary here in round one.
Oh, good counter left hand by Ortiz.
Raised, but he got the message across to Wilder that Ortiz will react, and he is reactive with his positioning.
And of course, public enemy number one for the southpaw is that right hand. And for Wilder, his right hand puts his opponents in airplane mode.
Well, Ortiz's people said, look, we understand it's a freight train right hand. We have to be wary of it. And Ortiz understands it's a power punch.
I'll tell you what he's doing a good job of, though. As Ortiz jabs, he steps over to his own right.
Yes.
So as that double jab, he's taking away the ability for Deontay to tackle with his own.
Ortiz lands a sharp jab on Wilder in the final seconds of the first round.
All right, that was the first round.
Look at the keys to victory. First of all,
Looks like Ortiz won that round.
Wilder needs to control the geography of this fight. Obviously,
You must realize
when I say fight tall, obviously
that
not just standing there tall, but it means making sure
Wilder got a lot of pressure on him.
and you use your height.
So he's trying to build up for it, but right now he has a lot of pressure on him.
He's got to find a way to get that in against the lefty.
The fight isn't so much in the ring. The fight's usually outside the ring. See, that's what the real fight is. People don't realize it. When I was inside the ring, I felt free. I felt free. It's outside the ring where the real fight is. Like when I was in jail, I was free. It's outside of jail where let's go again.
Bell and round number 2. Wilder, when addressing his critics, says that people see him swinging like a wild man. They don't understand that he says he just does that because he can get away with it. He says it's entertainment. I wonder if he'll be able to get away with it against a guy like Ortiz.
Well, he says he does it when he's got a fighter in trouble, which is true, but
even defensively, we've seen him off balance in the past, Paul.
Yeah, and I like that in the first round. He was on the defense mode for a lot of the first round, but he was able to keep his balance. So probably things that they've worked on, and that's where you expect fighters to make the improvements.
I don't think we've seen Wilder throw a right hand with conviction yet, so we'll see what happens when he does.
Wilder looking to establish that phone pole jab.
When he tried that right hand, they got countered with a left hand in the first round.
That's right. There was an indication, and
that will actually discourage you from throwing more right hands.
You are correct, sir.
Ortiz very comfortable, wanting to keep that lead foot to the outside, as you mentioned, Paulie, and walking down the champion Wilder here in round 2.
Ortiz has that experience.
Oh, there's a left hand, and Ortiz just slipped off balance. in the center of the ring. Ortiz's signature victory came a few years ago against former title challenger Brian Jennings, who had just gone the distance in a good showing against Vladimir Klitschko, the champion at the time. Ortiz was able to vanquish Jennings, and now Ortiz bringing the fight to Wilder.
By far, Luis Ortiz's best fight, as you point out, against Yndks. Wilder rushed him, thinking maybe that something was amiss when he went down, and Wilder got countered when he rushed in and said, okay, enough of that right now.
And there's a right hand from Wilder.
Yeah. Wilder fainting there for a moment. It's been Ortiz fainting and doing most of that so far in this fight.
A minute left in the second round.
Not a lot of punches thrown.
Wilder showing respect to his Cuban challenger, trying to utilize his reach advantage. And by the way, Ortiz's reach, 78 inches, not the previously reported 84 inches. A lot of media saying that Ortiz had a 1-inch reach advantage over Wilder. That is not the case.
Oh,
and there's a left hand to the chest by Ortiz.
And Parker landed on the chin.
Yeah.
That opened up Deontay's eyes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Wilder said,
Ortiz more stoic, giving the same look, but a consistent look. Wilder trying different looks to see if he can get any openings.
Ortiz, a product of the vaunted La Finca the Farm in Cuba, where the top amateurs spend their time training. Good start for the challenger in Brooklyn tonight. There's a counter right hand by Ortiz. Excuse me, Wilder at the end of the
See, you have to understand. A lot of times, body punches, oh my gosh.
an awkward moment in the round where Ortiz is
That would change your whole diagram of life. Man.
and does
It
in
will.
fact land at a
It
little
will change.
bit and then slipped his back leg.
Because if all you rely on is power, you must realize you must have the power to give the power. And body punches are known to break down that power that you're trying to give. That's your best punch.
Wilder didn't really get there.
That's why if Luis keeps this up against Wilder, Wilder's gonna find himself being what his name is, Wilder. Like he threw that right when the round about to end. That crazy looking right. He's hitting the air. Wow. Sure. We gonna be Wilder. Because Luis about to take him to school the first 2 rounds. He really won the first 2 rounds. So out of desperation, Wilder's about to come up, and that was gonna hurt him. Watch the fight. 3rd round. Go again.
Heavyweight champion since Mike Tyson, 1988, when he had 3 of the alphabet group belts. The WBO had not established itself at the time, Al, but he's in tough against Luis Ortiz, putting together a series of jabs, and now Deontay Wilder with some histrionics.
Well, the posing is interesting. He'd like to add some landed punches to that. Wilder has a fascinating training regimen. He spars for a week, takes a week off, then spars again. They feel that refreshes his body, and he can work on the mitts and things, and they look at things he did in sparring. It's a fascinating approach.
Both of these big punchers, dangerous in the early going. You see the mutual respect on display. A minute gone here in the 3rd round, and it's Deontay Wilder that appears to want to try to find a way to reach Ortiz despite that reach advantage, Paul.
Yeah, not a lot going on, and it's been Ortiz bringing the fight forward.
Yeah.
The occasional body shot.
Only about 130 punches thrown overall in this fight, 13 more for Ortiz. So it's not a volume punching fight, that's for sure.
But I like the start Ortiz has had so far.
Yes. Yeah, for him, this is the tempo we'd like to set in terms of getting some jabs in and landing some kind of almost getting it with that left hand.
And remember when Wilder faced the last southpaw, Artur Szpilka, here at Barclays, he had issues in the early going before starching him in the 9th, and the crowd at Barclays getting a little restless at what they perceived to be a lack of action.
Szpilka was a little bit of a different
style fight.
But that doesn't diminish your point. He's still facing a lefty, and yes, that was an issue.
And Deontay, one thing he's having trouble with is getting the jab established.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of touching of the curling of the lead hands, not a lot of snapping jabs.
Yeah, correct.
And that's kind of a staple.
Jab by Ortiz.
Kind of a staple for Deontay when he's on. His jab is really snappy.
Combination for Wilder that scores.